Hey everybody, we're live finally. And I just want to double check because I've got another screen going. Want to make sure I don't have the, yep, there it is. I'm going to take out the sound on that other screen. I like to check what's going on in the chat over in the YouTube as well. And I want to make sure you know that we are here tonight to make sure no matter who you are or how long you've been in business or whatever, we're here to answer all of your questions. And we're going to make sure you feel super comfortable with the software and know exactly what it is you need to do. We got a lot of good friends that have come back from various different times, and I'm sure we got some new. So let me know. You can hear me loud and clear. Please let me know. Hi, Donald. Yay, everybody. Can you hear me just fine? Want to just double check? Thank you, Tisha. I appreciate it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and immediately start sharing the screen. And I'm going to go ahead and get in the back office of Got Backup. And we're going to go through the tabs so that you're sure you know exactly where everything is. Now, you can go ahead and put questions in at any time. I will go back and check, but I may not see them till I finish this part. So don't be upset with me if I don't see it immediately, but I will definitely get to you. And if you don't see me answering your questions that you need answered, feel free to write it in a second time to make sure I understand, and I might ask you to clarify as well. But we're in the back office of the Got Backup. If you only have Got Backup, it looks like this. And to get to your own Got Backup tools, you want to make sure and click right here where it says digital. And I'm also on the welcome screen. This video is very helpful, so make sure and watch it. But I'm going to actually click Got Backup. And as you can see, there's actually a couple of different tabs. This was added recently. If you are brand new, I want to make sure you understand that you need to watch the videos. Some people have struggles getting started, and this is not hard, but I want you to do it correctly. And the best possible way to do it, really, is to watch these installation videos. And do you know why I tell you that? Is because every one of you, no matter how new you are, can tell your new people exactly the same thing. Tell them to watch the installation videos so they absolutely know exactly how to get started. Because I can tell you, but a lot of the time people forget or they don't quite understand how I might explain it. But the videos are really good. And this is the actual software, as you can see right here. And you might notice there's some specific things on this first screen. For one thing, this shows how much volume you have, how many additional users you have. Of course, this is a demo account, so there's nothing in here. We don't have any leads, we don't have any personal information. We did that on purpose to make sure that nobody has any of their information in here so that that keeps you safe. And then I want to make sure that you know that your software to get started is right here on this screen. If you're a Mac user, you'll notice that there is a download button. If you are a Windows user, there is a download button for you. And then you might notice we got some new buttons that were not here before. There's a new button for each of these for watching your own installation. If you're a Mac user, make sure and use this. And also, if you have an iPhone, even if you're not a Mac user, your installation videos will be under here. And I happen to be a Windows user, but I have an iPhone. So if you are an iPhone, you go on your phone and you download from your Apple Store. And if you are an Android user and also a Windows user, you'll look in here for your Android install video. And of course, you'll go to Google Play to download it to your phone. So I just want to make sure that's really super clear. And I love the way they have this laid out now. This makes it really easy to understand because I'm not a Mac user, but I am an iPhone user. So we've got it all laid out because that is the same family of products. They're all under the Macintosh or Apple, whatever you want to call it. So we go to the Apple store. If we have any of the iPhone, or that also applies if you have a tablet that you want to put it on, because you can absolutely use this same app on a tablet. Now, you don't use this download on a tablet, you use this one right here, down here. So I just want to make sure you understand. If you have an Android tablet, same thing, you would use the Google Play. And I'm just making sure that there is no complication or a misunderstanding. So I'm going to actually show you where the next thing is where are your links, okay? So you would click the got backup right here again. This time we'll come on down here to the second tab that's called Reseller Tools. And when you go in there, you'll notice that there's a couple of different things in here. Your main link you can get to by simply clicking the picture right here. You don't get to it until you do this, okay? And then when you open this up, you'll notice that the link is down here. Now this is a demo account. It is not a real account, but this is actually the one you would do. But let's just say you wanted to use this for, say, paid advertising. You're going to get a solo ad, and it's going to start maybe next week. We actually have where you can track this right here. And let's say, okay, today is the 19th. Let's say this is going to happen on the 21st. I would actually do this. And then that would actually give me a tracking thing there. And then if I come on down here and create and open, it will actually open up that link. And you'll notice now that it has this on the back end of it, and that's on purpose. That's so you can keep track. And then I didn't show you this, but I want to make sure you know that whenever you have anything that you want to check out, here is your actual tracking for that link. Let's see, we want to look at it for the whole year. Now you'll notice that a box just opened up, and it's showing the tracking for that link right here. Now, of course, nobody has really clicked this all that much because this is just a demo account. But even with that, it shows that there's 2 visits to that link and 1 lead. And of course, it doesn't show any money, but this is kind of cool. This is how you find out what's happening with your link. And then you'll also notice that you've got these other tabs here. If you want to get to the banners, you click here. And what's good about the banners is when you want to do a specific thing, you can do that. And guess what? It also has a tracking right here. Let's say we want to look at that. We can actually do that and see what it says. And it's actually tracking these links as we go. And then when you want a certain one of these, to get the copy you want, you simply click this right here, or this actually lets you deactivate it. We don't usually do that, but you can deactivate it. And they have all of these different sizes and shapes based on what you might put it in. If you're involved with like safe lists, they have all sorts of different sizes that can be used, and you can use these anywhere that they allow you to have any kind of banner advertising. And then you might notice this third link here, our advertising copy, and they keep adding to this. you can actually copy and use any of these. And now I think we've got up to, yeah, we got so far 5 different choices. Tour and secure it. So if we wanted to look at this, we could pick this up and it would show us what it's going to look like. All right. And it has your name built in there as part, and then the page has already been done like that. But if you wanted to copy this, you could do that as well. And I'm actually going to show you, before we go too much further, the next link on this tab over here, and that is our lead capture system. Did you know that a lot of people pay a large amount of money for an email system that is separate from our account, but yet we have it built right in? And what's cool is you can do that. Say I made a copy of that message. So let's say I wanted to send that to my leads. I would click send broadcast. I would make sure I'm going to send it to these 2 lists right here. I'm going to actually pick one of these, and this is actually the template that the company uses right here. So if you click that, a lot of your work is already done. You don't have to do as much. So you basically would just replace right here that part. And now I did a copy paste and then a copy um, paste back in there. And as you can see now, there's an email in here. Now, I suggest actually that you don't make it absolutely the same as what you see here, but look at ways that you could turn this into your own account information. For instance, how would you say some of the things that are in this email? It would be a good idea to get in the habit of doing that, because there's no wrong answer. What is your personality? How would you talk? Because people will develop trust in you if you do this and you say something like this. Instead of saying it like this, I wanted to just say, hello, I am Linda Cromar, and I would be your sponsor if you decide to become part of my family. I didn't say team, I said family. Did that on purpose because that sounds more friendly. And that's kind of all there is to it. You can make a decision that you are not going to make this hard, because most of the time, I have to tell you, people make it hard only because they don't realize that we make this easy and it isn't hard. So then you might notice this blue button on the bottom. To actually add that in, you would hit the add button. And I didn't do, see, it's telling me that I didn't finish this email. So I can say, hi, this is Linda. I wanted to let you know I want to help, or anything like that. Remember, you're not doing sales copy. The company is already doing that. And this is just about sharing your friendliness with the people that are in your team or on your leads list. Now I got a green button that says it's now there. Now I'm not going to actually send this, but I want you to see how easy this is. The last step you need to do for it to actually go into the queue is to hit this plus button. But this is okay. I just want you to see how simple and easy it is to communicate with your own leads. And you can do this. All right, so we've looked at our tools, the reseller tools. Let's just visit the installation videos real quick. And also wanted to make sure that you know that when we get started, when I got started, I added a link in here and I wanted to find it again. Yes, there it is. No, I don't want to block it. I'm actually going to use my own personal, this is the link that you can go and get started if you're absolutely brand new. Just want to make sure you know it's there. And anyway, here is your actual videos. These are actually all of the videos, not broken up by what the product is. Here's your Mac again, Mac 2 again, and how to sync your local folders into the cloud, understanding your local folders, difference between syncing and just storing. These are all really good things to actually watch so that you have no misunderstandings about this, because sometimes people don't quite understand. One thing that we're really trying to make you understand also is this is more than just a backup service, in the sense that many people have had different kinds of backup services where they don't actually let you get very much done in the actual cloud. But I want to show you something that you can actually, whoops, wrong one. You can actually go to your cloud in here. So first off, I want to go back to Got Backup. And I'm going to use this tool again to get back to that main page. And I want you to notice now the next thing. Oh, the last thing I want to share before we go to the cloud also is there's this button right here. And this button is great for if you truly want to share with anyone else, family or close friends. Make sure it's somebody you really trust. And then you can actually, just as simple as you can figure it out, make sure and give them a full name. This would be a separate login, not your login, your base login, but give it a new login name, a new password, and a new email. And then you would just add them and then make sure they know that information so they can get in and actually set it up on their own account, just as you did for yourself. Now we're going to go auto login, which brings you to the cloud where your actual files live. And I will probably show you also my own, but when you come in here, it's going to show you the local weather, depending on how you have it customized. You know, if you've given it your location, it's going to show you where your own stuff. But this is actual stuff that we've loaded in here or set up in the past, and it actually is doing a little bit of backup. As you can see, we don't have a lot of stuff in here because we don't want it to fill up. This is a dummy account. But let me show you something that you would probably be amazed. This is my personal account right here. And I purposely did not set it up where I would have to show you getting in there, but I just wanted you to see. Now this one is showing my actual, it's doing Celsius, which is not my thing, but that's all right. This is my actual backup, okay? And this is stuff that's actually in my cloud right now. Some of it I like to back up via sync, and some of it I like to just load automatically for myself, or you can force sync But what I want to show you also is, let me go in here. As you can see, right here is my software running in the background with the little check mark so you know that it's real. So if I open this up, you can see I have actual things loading, and we can actually go and look at what's in there. You can see stuff in there that I have put in there. And you can see things in here. For instance, on my C drive, I have my camera roll. I also have, well, I don't know why it's doing that. I need to check. It's got more than one of the same backup. But I also have it doing, or was doing, my download folder. And I may have to edit that because it's not doing it at the moment. But I'm back here now. I'm going to take out my share screen and check and see how you're doing. Is there questions that you have? Okay, this is a good question here. How can I have my office computer and my laptop to share the same files? This is a real simple process. Go ahead and install it from the same account on both places. Don't use a different account. Don't create another account. Make it the same account. In other words, I only have my own account. I haven't added anyone new. So I would download again on my laptop and then opt in with the same opt in that you use for the office computer. That way you're sharing from the same account. You're going to see the same files from both places. Does that make sense, We Buy Houses? Okay, yes. Let me go ahead and back up and see if I've got other questions that I didn't see yet. Okay, kind of the same question, but a little bit different. Can each account support multiple devices? Absolutely, yes. I have a laptop, a tower drive, in other words, a full computer that sits at home and doesn't move, and I have my iPhone all connected to the same account. So that's 3 devices in one account. You can do as many as you want. So yes, absolutely. Okay. All right. I'm just double checking that there isn't somebody asking a question I didn't answer earlier. All right. Where do I find my back office to the emails? Now, Brian, if you saw what I showed you when I hit the lead, what they call, let me go ahead and share again so that I make sure you understand. All right, I'm going to come back and go back to the screen, and I'm going to close this, and I'm going to come back to here. And remember, I showed you this right here, this lead capture system. In that same place is where you see your leads. As you can see, here are the actual leads right here. So in order to see them, you can broadcast to them, you can send follow-ups, you can actually go to that your list, and you can see all of the people on your list. Now, I'm not going to actually click that because I want to make sure that I don't do something that YouTube gets upset about, because whenever it sees me sharing an email, even if it's not a real one, it thinks I'm sharing personal information, and they call that bullying. So I have to be real careful not to mess that up. But that is where, right here, lead capture system, this is where everybody is. Your leads are here. Sending messages are right here, okay? It is real easy to do, and I want you to get in the habit of doing that right away, because the sooner you do it, the better, because you'll start to understand how to take good care of the people that are starting to join you in your company. And you have a better chance that they will become your personal team members if you take the time to email them personally. You might be answering someone else's question, but between the two of us, we have 3 accounts set up, but 7 different devices. You can have as many devices among as many accounts, up to 6. If you don't need 3 accounts, keep it to just 2. If there's only 2 of you, I'm not sure why you have 3 accounts. But say it's your wife, okay? Your wife can have a separate account and she can share what she wants to share, and you can have a separate account and you can share what you want to share. You can have as many devices on each of those accounts you want. We don't have any limit on how many devices. We only have a limit on how many users, which is up to 6. Okay? So I hope that clarifies that. All right. In the broadcast sender, what is the line with the main URL? I don't know. I don't use that, Ed. I just put a regular subject line in there. But I think what it would do is if you have a subject, a URL that you want to send, it would go ahead and put that in there and you can experiment with it. But for me, I found that that wasn't useful. I just go ahead and make a regular subject line because you don't want to have too many, you don't really actually want a URL in your subject line. That's a good way for them to actually take it out and not and send it to um, spam, which is not what you want to do. All right, first off, let's close that off. And we're doing good here. Where's the training for a newbie? That is slow. Oh, John. Nobody is slow. You're just new, okay? I would like to see you take that. Don't do that to yourself, calling yourself names like that, because you really start living what you say. Instead, say, I'm brand new and I'm learning it and I'm happy to learn it and I'm okay with however long it takes to learn it. That's how I would look at it. And let me do another share screen for a minute and go back and share also. You said, where are the videos? I want you to notice I'm on the dashboard of the lead capture system, and I want you to notice this orange button. When I click this orange button, a video pops up, okay? There is videos on absolutely every one of these tabs. Everywhere you look, there are videos. Now, I always share as much as I can, but this is a good practice, and it's actually what I did when I first got started in this company is I went through each of these videos. They're very good, and they're also short. So you can actually learn only what this particular tab is going to teach you. There are new ones also in all of these sub-tabs. Wherever you look, if you see the orange button, that means there's a video in here and you can watch it, okay? So most of the videos to understand how this program works are going to be on the page that it is associated with. Now, I don't think there's one on this tool page, but that is about the only place there isn't one. I double check, but I think that's the only one. There isn't one here, but there is in every other tab. If I go to the Reseller tab, that one doesn't have one. But this one is not hard. All you do is just click that, right? Let's see if there's one in the banners. But most of this is self-explanatory. I recommend each of you, if you are new, to always go and explore absolutely all of your back office. Not just one or two tabs, but all of your tabs. Understand without a doubt what these are. And I want you to also notice we've got what's called a pre-enrollee ad copy. This can especially be used as an email. And I want you to also notice, guess what it shows right down here? There's a button that lets you email your pre-enrollees. Now, look what happens when I click this. It lets you actually send emails to your pre-enrollees, but you can also include your paid members. And then you would say something personal. Now, this is already set up, but you don't have to do that. If you can put a little bit more in here. Welcome to Got Backup. I am your sponsor. I would actually just add to this my name. And then I would also add paid members to that. But look at what's here. It's already showing their name, your name. It gives you a chance to let them see what this is all about. It's already set up with your email, although it gives you the option of putting extra information in here, which is really a good idea. It also gives them the opportunity to look at the power line, which is very powerful. But this is only for people that are not paid members. The power line eventually moves. Let me show you where it moves to. I haven't been to this tab yet, but this is where all of your personal stuff is going to happen, like your commissions. But if you want to know how the compensation works, here's the 2 videos for that. And your payout history is when you've been paid, it'll start showing a history. But if you haven't had a commission yet, this is where the commission's going to live. And of course, like I said, this is a demo account. It does not have anything in it. And we purposely did that so there was no possibility of us sharing any personal information, even by accident. And then if you have somebody that is in your downline or will be, on Wednesday night, if you have a paid member, they will show up down here called in the Powerline paid member folder, okay? And then after Wednesday at midnight, there will be a new one that will show up that is your actual place where you can start adding them. But it will only show up if you've got a paid Powerline member, and then it will go into what I can't remember the name. For some reason, I lost the name. They used to have that just sitting there all the time. Somebody remind me what it's called where it moves after Wednesday night. But then it goes into yours, and you can actually add them. And as you can see, we've got a demo of people that have been added. And this is actually set up to show how our actual binary works. You want to have at least 4 people on one leg and 2 people on the other. Of course, once it grows a little bit, holding tank, thank you. But yes, after Wednesday night, there will be a holding tank, and then that gives you the opportunity for you to add them where you want them to go. And you can look at your own back office, your own downline, and see where people are and reward the ones that are active, right? Reward the ones that are active. If you've got somebody that's been going and blowing, then I would add unto them. But this is really, really simple. And this is what you would go and look for. And then, of course, when you have new people, they will show up in the direct affiliate folder. Again, these are not real people. This has been added just to give you a demo of what this is. And then, of course, there's this tab. This is only in the Got Backup, but oh, they changed it a little bit. But this is Monday night. Then we have Wednesday night, Thursday night with Jerry. If you haven't watched him, he's really good. And then Friday night is recognition. And I like how they set up this page. And then also, you might notice, yeah, I've been telling you in one of the back office, in our chats and such, you can get a hold of your own personal link simply by clicking this, okay? And then that gives you a copy of that link and where you can send your personal people. Uh-oh, somebody messed up on my name. But anyway, this good gets you back over there. I'll have to remind them to change this. My name is with an AR, not ER. But anyway, anyway, there you go. This is so I'm going to come back and make sure we don't have any new questions that I need to answer. Okay. No, you will be the only one that has responsibility and complete admin responsibility for all of the other accounts. I don't know if someone that has an account can delete it. They might be able to delete their own account, but they can't delete your account. You, as the basically the controller admin, will probably have control over those other accounts. In the case where they don't want it for whatever reason, you can go in and delete it. So yes, you have perfect total control. No one else has control over yours in particular. They do not. Okay? Okay. Donald wants to know if we skipped an upgrade during purchase, can we buy it now? If there's a specific thing that you wanted to take advantage of, say like the once in a while they offer you like websites or something on that order that is just offered randomly as a pop-up or in your emails, the very best thing you can do, because it's not generally in the back office, is to go ahead and put in a support ticket and ask for it. If it's something that's still available, and that will be what it depends on, they will say yes. And then you just give them authorization to make a charge for whatever that purchase is. And that's how you handle that. Okay? All right. How are we doing? Oh, okay. Brian asks, as an Uber driver, I love to get some flyers to hand out to passengers. I know they are actually working on actual physical stuff. Check with support. There might be things now. I did not see whether it's in the store yet, but there probably will be a store link as they make that available to us. If not, check with support to double check that they don't already have it and it's just not on the back office yet. Okay? But yeah, I know that they're working on some flyers, some cards, even some shirts, and some really fun stuff that you could actually use for offline marketing. As an Uber driver, that's a really good idea. All right? Good questions. Kelly, okay, when we set up a separate account, do they log in the same as we do? Yes, they would log in to whatever email and login info that you gave them. They would download the software just like you did onto their system. Kelly, I think you're thinking of your husband, and yes, you would do a separate install. Make sure that he has a different login than you do, so his things are separate. But you can have since it's your husband, he might be okay with you being able to log in as well, or you can just give him a login that you know so that you can use it as well. But make it a separate account that's not combined with yours. I think that'll make it much easier. Now, you can make him in your own account and he doesn't have a separate account. That's really a matter of what you're most comfortable with doing, okay? But yes, absolutely put the software on his system and on his phone, okay? So that he has it. All right, absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait for the shirts either. I want the shirt. And you know what? I'm not a big shirt person, but I am for this company. I love our company. Okay. I'm pre enrolled. I'm completely oblivious to anything. I'm not sure what your question is, but if you're pre enrolled, that means that you're a free member, that you're taking a tour. I do recommend you go ahead and get started because there's only one way that you really can get this going and use it. The tour is a good way just to check it out. It lets you see the downline you could have, but every Wednesday we have what's called a cutoff, and then we bring all of our paid members to the top of the line. If you're still pre enrolled and you're not a paid member, you stay in the bottom and you don't get to take advantage of any of those people that have paid. So you need to be a paid member to enjoy that. So I do recommend you do become a paid member. And I shared it before, but let me share it again. If I can find it. Oh, I don't need to have that going right now. Okay. Oh, anyway, let's see if I have it. Let's see. Yeah, I do. Okay. It's still in my thing, but this is how you would get started, and you want to make sure you do. This is actually set up to cookie to whoever invited you into the company. Oh, Michelle, you don't want to miss the cutoff again. I don't know what you need to learn. One thing to know, Michelle, also, I'm going to put you up on the board here again. We have a 30-day money back, no questions asked guarantee. 30 days. You really are not going to lose anything by becoming a member, and it's only $9.97 a month. Now, the first time, because you want to be an affiliate, there's a one-time $40 activation fee. After that, it's $9.97 a month. And I definitely, absolutely recommend that you do become a paid member. Otherwise, you don't get to have any of those benefits, okay? So that's how it works. Yeah, Bruce is saying, upgrade now, Michelle. But I mean, this is Monday night. You might be better situated if you go ahead and become a paid member because every time you decide not to, you get pushed to the bottom. And that's just how it works. Yep, best to join. Everybody's saying join, join, join. Okay, so I think I'm caught up on questions. Are there any new questions that somebody has? I think so. I don't know. And of course, when you are invited, like Bruce said, I think I will use that as a spinoff. All right, thank you, Bruce. He's always very helpful. When you are and when you are an enrollee, you are cookied to whoever invited you here. Even with that link I just shared, that isn't going to go to the company, it's going to go to whoever invited you to this webinar tonight, and or whoever you have been involved with and you are a pre-enrollee to, you're going to be under that person. And we want to make sure you understand that's how it always works, and we want to keep it that way. It's very clean and it's very fair. Okay? Okay. How do you find out your place in the system? Lucas, you can go to that same spot where you were, where I was before. Let me go and share it again. Where you find yourself, if you are in the back office, is right here. And if you go in here, this is of course a demo account again, but if you go in here, you're going to see yourself up here, and then you're going to see whoever is paid under you, and it could be people that other people added or you added, and then you can see who your actual sponsor is. It's usually in here, it would be right here, and you'll see your personal sponsor. It's not in here because this is a demo account, but you would see your own personal sponsor right here on this page. Okay, I'm going to get back and remove that. You're definitely welcome on the help. Yes, you start at the top. When you look at a downline in the back office, you're always at the top. Any other questions that you might have, make sure and put them in here, because if you have any questions at all, that's what we're here for. Yeah, I have to agree with Anthony here. If you continue to let yourself stay in the pre-enrolled state, if you had anybody that was paid that was showing in your downline, they get pushed up above you and you lose them. So I would recommend that you actually decide to become a paid member. You have a 30-day no question asked, but I really don't see that many people saying they want to quit. Awesome. Well, then Lynn says, every Wednesday I get up to a dozen more in my matrix. That means you've got a very active and strong upline in your team, which is adding to your team, as well as other leaders that might be putting more people in. And that is really awesome, isn't it, to get that? Okay, and we buy houses. I enrolled into the done for you thing, but I have no idea what to do next. In the done for you thing, you will get one paid member, and you will also have emails that are added to your follow up that they'll put in for you. But I still recommend you do your follow up as well, because that's all about building trust and having people understand that you are a real person that cares about that person. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay? If you see a red circle by one of your downline, there next month, that means their payment failed. Get a hold of them right away and let them know. Yes, I would do that. And ask them if there's something that they need help with that they don't understand. Because a lot of the time it has to do with that they didn't understand something and then they let it slide, and maybe they didn't even know that their payment didn't go through. I've had that happen many times, that they didn't know their payment didn't go through, and you can help them out, get started and get going, and make sure that they know how to use their system, and lead them to, if you're brand new and you don't know a lot about it, take the time to know your back office so that you can be helpful to all of your new people. Okay, this guy's asking, is Got Backup separate? Yes, it is. Absolutely. Memory Place is a totally different product. Okay, thanks for that question. Okay. I don't know about the $59 that you're asking about, but generally speaking, most people are paying for the first month the $49.95, and that is including their monthly bill and their initial startup fee that they only have to pay once. I don't know of anything that's 59. You might have added something. That could have been the backup service for a year, and that is what you're seeing. And yes, I recommend you do that, and that would make it 59. or thereabouts. So that's probably what you're talking about, is the one time a year backup service, and that just guarantees that you're going to be backed up and not lose anything. Okay. Okay, Ed is asking, can a added account user submit a support ticket without access to the back office? An added account user has their own back office. Their back office is totally theirs. They will see the gut backup. They will see the get started tabs. They will not see the affiliate side because they're only a retail user, but they will see the whole back office except for the affiliate side. And yes, they will have the opportunity, if they need to put in support tickets. They have a complete back office just like yours. They don't see your stuff, they only see their stuff. Good questions tonight. Okay. Um, I think you can set up a two-factor authorization. That would be in your user information. So check in there. I think I don't have mine set up that way, but I think you can. Okay. We get paid every Friday, but there's a hold period of 30 days. Remember, I said there's a 30-day guarantee? Well, because of that, there's also a 30-day hold on new commissions when they first come in. So when somebody pays for the system, whether it's a year, whether it's just a month, whatever it is, just plan on that you're going to see that in a month. Okay? So once you start seeing the commissions start rolling, then in a month's time you see your first commission that was a month ago. I hope that makes sense. Good questions tonight. Very good questions. How we offer both year price and monthly price when signing up. In your page itself, it gives them the option of doing it monthly or doing it yearly, okay? So it's on their sales page. Let me go and show you where that is. So I come back here and we need to go back to digital tools and got backup and then to the reseller tools. And you notice this page over here, I didn't click this because this is the opt-in page and the tour page. This is the sales page. So let me show you the difference, okay? So if I actually copy this and come over here and open up a new tab for it, this is what they're going to see when they come in. Okay, this tells them how it works. This tells them how much it is. It's got Best Buy personal sign up right here. And when you actually sign up here, I think it gives you the option of going to the yearly. Yep, right here, see? So if they want to be monthly, they can click monthly. If they want to be yearly, they can click yearly. And it's $99.97. It's a little bit less if you're doing it by the year. And some people will say yes to that. So that is how you find out what that is. Okay? Does that make sense? How are we doing now on questions? Okay. Can you upgrade to the email system later or on I'm asking someone who wants to do what I did, buy it at a later time. We have the email system. If you're talking about the done for you, yes, you can do it later, but we already have that lead system that I demonstrated. Everyone has that as part of their got backup service. All right, I think we're caught up. Do you have any other further questions that I have not yet answered? I want to make sure everybody feels really comfortable that they understand this. And it seems like we go just about an hour's time, but I don't care. As long as there's still good questions in this chat, I will stay and make sure. Okay, I signed up for Memory Place and got back up together last year. Is that different than what is now being offered? No, Daryl, you have that got backup service is the same thing we have now. You do not have to re-sign up for anything, okay? So you've got it. Just simply use it, right? Just simply use it, simply share it, and you've got it. You don't have to buy it again because it's only a one-time thing to buy it, right? Or monthly or whatever you decide. So yeah, you've got both services. You can have them and share them. Good questions. I appreciate the questions. Say, I first started with one email, but then signed up with a different email. I'm getting messages about not being signed up. That means you need to go and unsubscribe from the one that said that you're not signed up because you know you have a back office. If you have a back office, you know that you're a member and and if you know you're getting charged, then you know you're getting paid. That just usually means that you have a separate email going out to that other account that you started, and you simply just have to unsubscribe from that other one, the one that says that you didn't pay, okay? But make sure you don't unsubscribe from the one that you're getting paid from, okay? What do I do when they say you have until midnight Wednesday? That just means that if you're not a paid member, Lucas, you have until midnight Wednesday to become a paid member. If you are already a paid member, don't worry about those emails. Good questions. Any more that we need to answer? Want to make sure everybody's happy, that they understand, and that they know what to do so they go and take the action. Um, Once you're a paid member, Lynn, you might have an offer to switch to yearly, but I haven't seen anything in the back office that lets you switch to yearly. But you certainly could go to your support. Sorry. But if you would like to switch, you could certainly go to your support and put in a support ticket saying that you want to change to yearly. And they would be definitely willing to help you get that done. Sorry, I've got a little tickle. All right. All right. We don't yet right now have the done for you system available, but if you have signed up for it, what it basically does is it gives you a paid for member, but it also allows you to have the emails. Those emails will stay in there even after they've given you a paid member. And then you can also add, like next time we have our um, one of our co-ops or whatever, you could send them to the same emails because they're already going to be there. And so that's what's going to happen with that. All right. Wow. Getting a lot of people all of a sudden asking questions. Okay. So is there a daily increment backup of the files we upload? There could be. I know that it doesn't always do all of it. If you are one of those like I am that has a lot of stuff, you also have the option of doing a manual upload whenever you want to. And that hurries the process if you'd like to do it that way. In fact, I have thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures, and I didn't want to take a chance on waiting until the upload had completed, so I did do a manual upload for those. Okay, Pat says, I was told by support that you need to call support when you want to switch. Thank you, Pat. Okay, then there's your answer about that. You would call them and you can ask them if they would help you make the switch. There is a little bit of a difference in the price. It's a little bit less if you do it yearly. And I did that with my Got Backup. Daryl, we have only one back office, only one downline. There's no differentiate between memory and Got Backup or any of other products that you might own. They're all going to go into that same back office, and you're only going to have two legs no matter how many people you have. In my case, I've been around more than 3 years. I have probably about 6 different company products that I get paid on, but they're all going into my own legs. 2 legs, they're all going in there. I get different commissions depending on what they're buying, but they're all in one 2-leg downline. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay? Okay, this, John, that is a backup service. It is just a second option to make sure that you've got an extra cushion of backup. Our own servers already back us up twice. We have our own backup and then another backup. But the reason why they use a third party offline is if there was some weird thing that nobody could expect to happen to our office, then our backup is still safe. Whether you paid that extra money or not, they actually do that. All right. I'm looking for, see if I have any other picture. Okay. What is your name? That's a long thing to write down. Is it just pictures that are backed up on your phone? No, it's your pictures and videos. Anything that's in your camera will be backed up. Okay, so you can set it up real fast and easy. I have mine going into a separate folder that's called iPhone, and every time I take a picture, it shows up in there. Every time I take a video, it shows up in there. Okay. Ah, how do I switch from a platform like Carbonite? You would have to start a brand new backup from Got Backup. There's no switch over from Carbonite. But if you want that backup to happen faster, you can actually do a manual backup from our Got Backup. Or if you don't have that much stuff and it's not a big problem, you can just let the system do the job. Either way, when you feel like you're backed up with Got Backup, you can cancel Carbonite. That's how I would go about doing that. And we back up pretty fast, actually, so it's pretty good. All right. Hi, Donald. You started another question, but I don't know. Okay. All right. I think I answered everybody's questions. Are there any new questions I didn't answer? If I missed it, make sure and let me know. Yeah, we moonwalk, don't we, Bruce? And we do a lot of work. But I have some things backing up just on an automatic. I have my phone set up in an automatic. I have my Windows, some of it set up automatic, but I also have things that I want in there faster that I'm doing a manual upload. So it's just a matter of what your needs are. You can decide what you want to do on that. Either way, it works. So I love all of the questions. I appreciate all of the participation. Actually, I feel like I don't accomplish much if I'm just doing a bunch of talking and nobody's talking to me. So the more questions I get, the better I think I've done. And thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that we helped you tonight. I'm glad you learned a lot. I hope you will become a paid member and trust us enough to do that. And you're welcome, Victor. And looks like everybody's pretty happy that I've answered all of the questions that they've asked. Is there any further questions? Last call for questions if you have any. Okay. If you have any problems with Windows 11, there has been a little bit of problem with that, and you can't figure it out yourself, then I suggest you actually get a support ticket in. Sometimes it's something they can fix pretty fast, but go ahead and put in a ticket on that, please, so that we can make sure that you're in good shape, okay? I know they've got it working better, but the major thing is make sure and watch those installation videos so that you're doing it. And another thing, make sure that you don't have anything running in the background because sometimes that interferes, especially things like virus software. What are the paid commissions based on in each month? You, make sure and look at the commission videos. Let me show you where those are. It shows it better than I can explain, so I'd rather you look at those. But if you come back here to Got Backup, and if you look at actually My Business right here, if you look at the tab called My Business, you'll notice there's two videos here that are based on, doggone it, there's two videos, okay? So it's explaining how our commission works. There's two in here, and then there's also, no, I guess that's all. So this is our videos that are for how the commission works. The better plan than me explaining it is you come over here. I want to make you responsible, and the more you do for yourself, the better. We have a compensation PDF and we have a video for both of the different ones going on here. And then the second one is about the binary and how the cycles work, and that's also got a PDF as well. So I really, really strongly recommend that you actually go and look at that so that you understand exactly how it works. Our commission system is really simple, it's not difficult, but that's one of your homework, okay? Everybody that doesn't understand our commissions and how they work now, go watch those videos so you understand it, okay? Very, very, very important. Again, last time, oh, that's not it. Just double checking I have a link that I'm supposed to share with you. I just want to make sure you have it. Last thing before I leave. And we have so much stuff in here. It's right here. Here is your website, www.backup live. Make sure and go there if you're brand new and haven't joined yet. We automatically cookie you based on the link that you came here on, so you will get the person that invited you will get credit, but that's where you go so that you can get on as a paid member, get on the brand new tour, and then get paid, all right? And everybody watch all the videos in the back office so that you really understand this, because the more you understand, the better you are teaching your own personal team. And the more you understand, the more they're going to have faith in you. And that's what I want to leave you with. And I hope you guys have an awesome night. And I will absolutely see you again next week. Okay, so Linda, check the link. Yeah, I might not have written it right. Sorry about that. Let's do that again. All right. Got back up. Can't spell tonight. Live.com. Okay, that's right, I think. All right. Does that look right? No, still not right. Got back up live.com. All right, got it. You guys have a good evening. I wish you well. Go ahead and make sure that you guys get started. That's the major thing. Get started. Have fun. This is easy. It's not hard. And I love it. As you might know by the way I behave. I, this is fun for me. It's not hard. It's not work because this is a fun thing to share with people. You guys have a good evening. I'll be talking with you again next Monday. Bye for now.